train to go off to Ecom Expo today in the UK. I thought I'd do a very quick one of my apparently now weekly videos showing again how you can use Patchworks in an interesting use case. So obviously Patchworks, we get a lot of business from people replatforming, but we're also really useful for adding in new tech into a tech stack very quickly. And everyone's been talking about no code, low code, and Airtable in particular. Airtable's basically a database with a really, really cool web-based interface that allows you to build a number of different things within it. And some really quite sophisticated stuff, which is probably better than using Google Sheets, bluntly, because that is just a spreadsheet. This is actually a proper database. Records have record types, etc. So this is my Jim Pim, brilliant name. And the idea of this really is, I've worked with a lot of e-commerce companies and manufacturers over the years that we'll get a very short description in, and here's some examples: blue socks for school, red socks for school, blazer for school, from their manufacturer, from the distributor. And of course, it's not web copy, right? So back in the early days of this, 24 years of e-commerce and counting, we would have to hire big teams of people to go and write that copy. And of course, that's what generative AI is now being talked about. So I've talked before about how, we've got a lot of connectors and more being added every week at the minute in the Patchworks platform. I've built this little flow here to effectively go and get the records out of Airtable. And then for each individual record, we cache them, and there's a reason for that. And the main reason is just to keep the record ID from Airtable, a bit boring and techy. And then if you look in this map here, and you look at what I'm asking it to do, I'm going to call OpenAI and say, can you, click on the right button, write a product page description suitable for the web for the company Patchworks for this. And then we're effectively putting on the short desk field that's coming out of, if I click that again, coming out of the Airtable, right? So if I click on that one there, you'll see it's the field's short description that we're taking. I'm going to pass it through OpenAI and then map that back into Airtable. So let's click run. So we'll do that right now. You'll see it as it goes through the little steps. There's some really cool features that they've added in, the guys. You can now stop these runs if you want to. This is really for testing. And I'm going to talk for a bit because it does take a little bit of time. OpenAI does have thinking time for doing this. And of course, there is a cost involved. This isn't free. OpenAI, you get a number of API calls for free. I think you used to. Now, you have to have a paid for account. So, this could get expensive, bluntly. But at the same time, if you're looking at a way of writing and industrializing the creation of content quickly, this is still probably one of the better ways of doing it. And of course, this flow I'm running manually, but we can set it up on a schedule. We can set it up on a webhook to say, new products have arrived directly from a manufacturer, or, somebody's changed something in Airtable. So let's go and run it. So, if we go and look down here, you'll see that, here's a request. If I click on the little tick, look at payloads. There are 3 records. So there are 3. So here's write a product description for this. Blazer for school, right? So that's payload 1, payload 2, payload 3. It'll have gone through and done the work. So if I go back to Airtable, well, there you go. I didn't have to refresh the page. So here it is. And this is the kind of quality of what you get ultimately out of ChatGPT. The point of this, of course, is it's actually a way of very quickly adding new products with better descriptions for SEO, etc. to the site. And now, of course, it's in Airtable. If I wanted to, I could kick off a different flow at the bottom here to load it up into my e-commerce platform. So my commerce tools, Shopline, BigCommerce, Shopify, Scale, Centra, AeroCommerce, VisualSoft, and all the others that we've added to the platform, and I've probably forgotten some, so apologies if I have. Shopware, there you go. But anyway, and of course, we connected builders to anything else as well, right? So just thought I'd do this very quick video, and now it's time for me to go and catch my train.